Shopping online has its pitfalls. You cannot steal candy and you cannot scream at the cashier about the queues being too long. But perhaps more importantly than that, you can't properly view the object you're going to spend your hard-earned money on. Usually when you shop online, you get to see a few pictures of your purchase, but it's hard to get a proper feel for the product. All that is about to change. Hello, my name is Svan with HoloCreators, and today I'm going to talk about 3D product viewers, an innovation that I think has the potential to seriously boost the e-commerce market. Now, obviously you cannot touch 3D assets, but as you'll soon see, they certainly offer a more complete representation of products than pictures in their current form possibly can. This is a good thing for buyers and sellers. Three-dimensional models are set to improve conversion rates by 15 to 30% in the online market space. When sellers offer their customers a better look at their products, then customers are more likely to buy, which makes complete sense. Take it a step further and use 3D models with a configurator, and the customer will be able to customize their product before they buy it. Something completely unique, which in my opinion could revolutionize the online shopping experience. Some online shops currently provide a 360-degree view of their products, but I call that pseudo 3D. What they're doing is bunching together pictures of a product on a turntable, which are then stitched together so it seems 3D. Importantly though, 3D implies 3 dimensions. And while a 360-degree viewer lets you determine the x-axis, it doesn't offer a truly 3-dimensional experience. If you haven't come across any true 3D product viewers yet, that's because they're still very rare, and there's an explanation for that, and that is long loading times. Even a basic 3D model has a file size of 10 to 15 megabytes, which takes at least 5 seconds to load. That's an infinity in e-commerce. We live in a world where nobody spends more than 5 seconds on a web page anymore. Another reason is display problems. Technically, it's still kind of difficult to host 3D models on your web server. Therefore, online shops use cloud services. Of course, if the cloud service is down, then this spells bad news for the seller. They've just lost their entire virtual shop floor. I've seen this happen before, and believe me, it wasn't pretty. Well, in all fairness, it wasn't ugly either. There just weren't any pictures. So how would one go about setting up an online store with virtual 3D assets? If you're selling machines like electric drills or vacuum cleaners, there's a good chance that the company that makes them has CAD files of their products. So you could ask for these, but the chance of receiving them is very low. Believe me, I've tried and failed many times. They are very afraid to hand them out, because then anyone could rebuild their products. Besides, even if you get the files, you need to convert them from a CAD model into a polygon model with colors and a low poly count to improve web loading times. Like with movie files, there's a balance between a low file size and a good quality. Not that I know anything about copying movie files. Creating 3D models for products like shoes or handbags is currently even harder because, generally speaking, the supplier won't have a 3D file. This leaves you two choices: completely rebuild the model inside a 3D software, which is both expensive and very time-consuming, or 3D scan the part and optimize it for web upload, which is a little less pricey. If you have the 3D models of your products, here are some web viewers you can choose from: Sketchfab, Clara.io, Blend for Web, or Marmoset.co. If you wanted to mod your product by using a configurator, so for example, interactively change the color or the shape, then you need a 3D product configurator like 3Kit that builds on top of Clara.io. Seeing is believing though, and I've been doing a lot of talking, so here are a few stores that use 3D viewers. I highly recommend that you check them out. Yes, they take a few seconds to load, but try and be patient. It's worth it. So online stores with a configurator by Clara.io and 3Kit would be Scarza.com. They make Italian shoes, or oakbeams.com. You can customize your roof there. Then online stores with technology from Sketchfab. You could check out kbmax.com. And online stores with technology from Blend4Web. You can check out likealike.com. So have a look at those. My verdict: 3D models are the future of e-commerce, but not until some various issues are solved. Mostly the high cost and technical aspects like long loading times. And I think until those are resolved, we will need to settle for pictures. But when the day comes and we have 3D models of all the products in the world, we will also be able to use them with AR and VR. And you will be able to 3D scan your foot and upload it and get a sneaker that perfectly fits your foot size. But until then, well, we just need to be a little bit more patient. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like, subscribe to the channel and see you next time. Bye-bye.